Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing is Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go. 1-18 right now. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll indeed go for it. Palmer. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Shift together here from the D-line. Breeze now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kobe Flainer from 8 yards out, and the Saints have taken the early lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And now here's Ross. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now Palmer, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 85 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Cutback, left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, 25 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Palmer. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 13 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Screenplay. Johnson uses the stiff arm. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Regular. Here we go.
They They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
His pass caught at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now they'll run it on the toss. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down and the offense needing 5 yards. On second down. Here's Palmer. Backing up. This will be caught at the 2.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him, but he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They come up in an offset eye. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Breeze to throw on second down. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, Ingram into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out here in the eye. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New Orleans first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calais Campbell on the stop.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a former Cardinal running back. This is Tim Hightower. And he's going to cut it back left here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tim Hightower, 33 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Palmer will throw. And that is incomplete here. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Ingram again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Bree's going to go on 4th down. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mirror, mirror. Sally 19. Sally 19. Regular, regular. Mirror, mirror, mirror.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. He's going to let it go again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't give them any opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. Caught, right side, Gresham. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Fairley in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down.
All right, now.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation. I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off. And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge. And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him. And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge. Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover? The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before. I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad. I like that even better. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3. And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
See. All right, now.
They'll look to throw. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for an Arizona 1st down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Right now.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. He's back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Gresham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All right, now.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Now they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Man, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
Here we go with Johnson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for two.
Regular. Here we go.
Palmer looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11.
Hello? Damn. Hold on. Whoa, what the deal? Whoa. I don't know what he was doing. No, I can't. You saw that. You noticed that, huh? Like, I what y'all line? Hold up. 45, I mean, I'm at the 30 plus 10 plus the 7. Yeah. Dang, I should have tried that. I'm tripping. You know what? You know what? You know what it was? I just looked at that. I looked at that number saying 45, but I normally my field goal range is the 30, like 2 yard line. Or the 20, 30, I should have went for it on the 28. I wasn't even paying attention. I looked at 45 and I know I can't kick field goals, so I ain't even tried. But I'm trying to, but he was open for that play, but I tried to go to the ground. I was trying to slide. That dude just took that fumble. It's like, I'm trying to see what quarter. That first half. Yeah, because I was moving the ball at ease. Them turnovers. I don't know how many turnovers did I have? Why I just had that one? I had what? Yeah, he took the ball twice. I don't know. That game, it felt like I should have won that game by more. Yeah, he scored that last touchdown. I didn't expect him, but when he hit that, that was a good drive he put on and scored that touchdown. Then I hit him with that. He did not stop that running. When I went in that goal line, I'm like, bro, he made no adjustments, and he was picking it before me. Yeah, yeah, right. And he was out there with all them corners. I'm like, bro, you out there with corners and stuff. I got these linemen. I should have broke more than what I broke. Let me see what this dude right here was. Chevy boy. Oh, he was 45. I should have won that. Yeah.